everyone, welcome to my channel. So this is going to be a pick a card reading. I'm going to be doing a reading where I'm going to focus on what I feel like your most important lesson is that you need to learn in this lifetime. Whether you have learned it or not, I'll try to tell you that. I have 4 piles here, so this is going to be pile number 1, this is pile number 2, pile number 3, pile number 4. I'll put the timestamps in here. I'm sure this will be a long video for you guys, and then I'm also going to just show you up close so you can see the crystals more and see which one you want to choose. Alright, so let's get into your reading. If you chose this crystal or pile number 1, see, it's very nice crystal. Let's get into what I feel like your most important lesson is in this lifetime, and whether I think you've learned it or you still need to learn it. Let's see. So, for a lot of you in this pile, I feel as though possibly you've had a little bit of an unstable life in terms of emotions. Like you find it unfair that you haven't had a lot of stability, or maybe that you feel like other people have more stability or other people have found stability. You still struggle with that for a lot of you, since I got the 4 of Wands in reverse. This could be any aspect of your life, but let's look more into this. You're a very caring person. Pile number 1, I think that you have, in this lifetime, you've been a very caring person since the beginning. So maybe you care so much about other people and you invest so much in other people that you found it hard to be stable yourself. I think that's all pretty common, honestly. Not pretty common, but pretty common for people that are very empathetic people. You get to invest in other people's lives, you feel other people's emotions, so then in turn, I think that you possibly are unstable, sometimes or emotionally feel out of balance, or you celebrate others' achievements more than you do your own. So because you're so empathetic and caring with the King of Cups, yeah, you don't celebrate your own successes enough. Page of Pentacles in reverse. I think that you don't celebrate yourself enough. You don't celebrate your own achievements enough. So yeah, that's all really coming together so far. So what I'm going to say, just right off the bat, and we'll see if I alter this in some way. I'm sure I will down the line of your reading pile number 1. But I just really feel like you celebrate others more than yourself, and you care about others more than yourself. So maybe your most important lesson in this lifetime is to care about yourself and take care of yourself and celebrate your own achievements. Because for a lot of you, you guys have a lot of like goals, set a lot of goals for yourself, and have a lot of, I don't know, like, maybe I'm not saying this correctly, but just you have a lot of drive, you have a lot of goals for yourself, and even though you're accomplishing a lot of your goals and you're doing a lot of things that you want to do in this life and everything you set for yourself, I see like you're really getting, you have the option to celebrate a lot, but maybe other people aren't celebrating for you, and you don't celebrate for yourself, so it feels like you don't really have a lot of support. But I feel like at some point in your lifetime, for a lot of you, whether this has happened or not, maybe you're on the right path here. You just need to get a new perspective and say, you know what, I need to, with the Hangman here, I need to let go of feeling like I can't celebrate my own achievements, or feeling like it's egotistical to celebrate my own achievements. Sorry, it's like I have such a little deck. It's kind of hard to, because I split it, so it's a little hard to like shuffle. Yeah, so still though, whether you've maybe acknowledged this or not, for some of you in this pile, I do see that you're still taking care of other people, which is not a bad thing. But this isn't, I feel like this is something you've done your entire life, especially since I got all the court like suits. I got Queen of Wands, King of Cups, Queen of Coins. Like, I'm getting all of them, which shows me that this is something that's happened forever. Is you've always taken care of other people. You've always been very empathetic. And also had a lot of motivation within yourself, but you just never celebrated yourself for some reason. Okay, so I'm confident that at some point in this lifetime, whether this has happened or not, take it as it resonates, I guess, but I feel like at some point you will understand this more. With the Ace of Swords, I feel like at some point you will realize, wow, I've made a lot of accomplishments. It's time to celebrate that. I'm very confident that you will. Yeah, Chariot. Very confident that at some point you will realize this. I feel like the first step here is the Hangman, getting a new perspective, acknowledging that you deserve to celebrate your own successes, that you deserve to have people celebrating you and all these things, but you're still taking care of other people, I see, and I feel like at some point you'll really, truly understand this, have a breakthrough, really move forward in that way. So that's that. I guess it really doesn't have a set timeline. This is one a timeless reading, and two, I feel like it really depends on at what point you see yourself in right now. If you see yourself acknowledging it but not making any change, then I feel like you're somewhere in here, like I said. If you have acknowledged it and are making a change, then you're making movement forward, and that's your most important lesson in this lifetime, is that you're your first priority. Whether this be something from even past lifetimes where, like, you need to learn this lesson because you've always taken care of other people even in past lifetimes, and it's not saying to just be like selfish. I'm just saying that I feel like it's important in this lifetime for you to celebrate yourself because it will make you happy. Your hard work is paying off. Yeah, you put in so much hard work in all aspects of your life. I feel like in your relationships, in your family, in your job, whatever it may be, hobby, stuff like that, like school, whatever it is, you've always put in hard work. I got the Queen of Wands, which shows me that you've always put in hard work. You've always been very driven. So it's time to celebrate yourself and really acknowledge this. A new start is coming. I feel like for a lot of you, this hasn't happened yet. Like I said, I feel like maybe you've acknowledged it, but bring love into the situation. If for those of you that are with someone or even your family that loves you, or have people, everyone has someone that loves them, right? Maybe talk to them and just be like, do I celebrate myself enough? Like, should I celebrate myself more? And I know it sounds stupid to say, but like, allow love into your life. Allow other people, maybe you don't even allow other people to celebrate you. Like, when they start to celebrate you, you're like, never mind. Expect powerful change. I think, like I said, this is one of the most, if not the most important lesson that I feel like you need to learn in this lifetime. So expect powerful change once you start making this change, and once you start celebrating yourself, like I said, and just maybe allowing more people. Maybe it doesn't even come to celebrating yourself. Maybe it's just allowing people to truly love you, and stop putting, allow someone to put you first. Show the world the real you. Yeah, don't hold back. These are all really coming together nicely. You're very close to achieving your goal. Some of you are hard on yourselves or feel like you have nothing to celebrate. Maybe take a hard look at what you've done and realize that you actually have put in a good amount of work, a great amount of work. That's what I see, and that you should celebrate yourself. So let's look at more advice that I have for you. I like this reading. I really feel like it's just so positive. It's just to really allow people to love you, allow people to celebrate you, and celebrate yourself most importantly. And to put yourself first, even though we all have people we should take care of and will take care of in this lifetime. Remember that you're a priority. Accept love in reverse. You're not. I feel like you should absolutely, if you need to hear that, accept other people's love. Very specific. One, I'm just going to say, maybe for some of you, I got water magic in reverse, so maybe for some of you, you like to like be in water or like take baths or stuff like that to relax. Maybe that's a way for you to show your self-appreciation, is just by taking a nice relaxing bath or going for a swim, something like that for some of you. But for some of you as well, very specifically, if you have if you have water signs in your life that want to love you but you don't let them love you, I'm just saying, water signs meaning Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And for those of you that are a water sign, maybe this is just saying to love yourself and appreciate that water magic here. Yeah, I feel like you're frustrated. You think that you won't ever see like this is called seasonal harvest, this card of advice, but I'm just saying, like, maybe you feel like you'll never reap your benefits, or you'll never, it really comes down to just really seeing like hard, I don't know, proof, I guess, that you're doing the right moves here and stuff, because no one gives you validation for a lot of you, or you don't validate yourself. So yeah, healing waters again. I don't know, for some of you, like, let me know if this means something to you, but like, there's lots of ways that this could go. If you feel connected to some part of water, like, I feel like water heals you for a lot of you. Inspiration and courage. Maybe that's, yeah, I feel like that's referring to like inspiration, meaning reaching out to your friends, like I said, or people that love you, to see if you're celebrating yourself enough and just really get their opinion. But most importantly, to get a new perspective. I feel like you're going to have this inspiration, this moment of wisdom, to where you're like, oh, I don't celebrate myself enough. And then you'll see like powerful transformation and change. Like I said, the Chariot, that's really, really important for this, that you will make movement forward. Also, air signs, same thing with the, if you have a water or an air sign that you're ignoring, that you don't let love you, I'm just going to throw that out there. If that makes sense to you, or maybe it's like literally just going outside will help you get some clarity on the situation, on like every situation that you're in. I mean, like getting some clarity on supporting yourself and whether you feel like you don't do enough to celebrate yourself. Following your dreams as well. For some of you, maybe this even comes down to like, when you get opportunities, you talk yourself down. And I feel like it's a really important lesson for you to learn, that you are like worthy, you are worth it. Follow your dreams, try here, because I feel like you just talk yourself down so much, and to learn from life. Funny that this is like a life lessons reading and I got the learn from life card, so I feel like it's important to, yeah, like learn. I don't even know if it's so much learn, but like look back in an unbiased like position from your life and say, you know, I have actually done a lot. I need to stop talking so like negatively about myself. Let's pull from like one more advice deck. I hope that this has made sense to you. That's what I feel like is, if a very important, if not like the most important lesson for you to learn, in my opinion, in this lifetime, and what you went into this lifetime like needing to really understand here. Whether you believe in past lives or not, I'm just saying, like, that's what your soul is here for. I feel like you don't listen. This is understanding in reverse. So for a lot of you, I feel like you don't really acknowledge this yet. Like I said, I feel like you're in this position to where you haven't acknowledged it yet, but you will. But for those of you that have it, you really should try to understand, or try to like see yourself in the eyes of people that love you, instead of thinking negatively or taking care of everyone else all the time. Then I feel like you'll reach like enlightenment in your life, and this is what you're meant to learn. Like I said, there's a lot about like knowledge in here, so I feel like it's just really important for you to for those of you that have like are very smart, or know a lot of things, or have gone to school or something like that, to where you feel, or just even taught yourself something, I feel like that's an accomplishment in itself. So I feel like you feel as though with concentration, this is all about like really about knowledge. So maybe you talk down and you don't celebrate the fact that you have taken steps to learn more in whatever aspect of your life that may be. But try to concentrate more on yourself. That's what I get from concentration in reverse. Like I said, I feel like you focus on other people. You're here for other people, but you're not here for yourself. So maybe try to concentrate on whatever it is you want to accomplish. And be open to new ideas or new opportunities. Don't talk yourself out of it. Like I said earlier, like allow yourself to try new things and don't talk yourself down or say, I'm not smart enough, I'm not good enough, because it's just not true. So that's that for your reading, pile number 1. I hope that let me know if that like is true or not, or if you feel like you have learned that lesson or you haven't learned that lesson. That's just what I'm getting. Hope that made sense to a lot of you. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this reading, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment, all that. That lets me know that I should do more pick a card readings, because I usually don't. I've done one previous one on this channel, but this one specifically is going to be a timeless reading. That's what I want, because it's like over a lifetime, obviously. As well as if you'd like a personal reading from me and you want to like learn more about this, if you really liked it, you can reach out to me. We could talk about that over email. My email is in the description box of this video. You can also tip me for this reading if you would like to do so, but definitely not necessary. Thank you so much for your support, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Hello, pile number 2. So if you chose this beautiful stone right here, I'm going to tell you how I feel like, or what I feel like your most important lesson is in this lifetime, and if I feel like you have learned it or not yet, or like if you are going to, I guess. Okay. So yeah, let's get into it. So I feel like you're someone, this is all very different. I know I'm only on pile number 2, but it's like I could just tell every pile is going to be so different. If you're someone that's dealt with like depression or sadness in your lifetime, or been around a lot of sadness, I feel like this has caused you to feel like you'll never truly be happy, or that, you know, with 9 of Cups in reverse and 5 of Cups, it's all very emotional. Like I said, if you've had a lot of sadness in your life, it's very like, sorry to start out this reading like this, but if you feel like you can't ever truly be happy, or that you'll never get your wishes fulfilled here, with the 9 of Cups in reverse, like you'll never be fulfilled. I feel like because you've had a lot of sadness in your life, or seen and been around a lot of people that were sad, I feel like you will feel like you'll never have happiness in your life. Could have felt like that in the past. Maybe for some of you, gosh, this is not, okay. Hopefully it gets more positive after this, so sorry if this is like sad for some of you. So 5 of Coins as well. Maybe for some of you, you've been around sickness. This could be relating to like mental illness, like someone being very depressed or sad, as well as like physical illness if you've been around that or have dealt with that in your life. I feel like as well for some of you, you could have been struggling with money financially as well. Is what you can say with the 5 of Coins, is like a lot of you know, financial instability in your life, which has also caused you to feel like you'll never really like truly be happy or get what you want, which is very sad. Sorry that you have felt that way throughout this life. Hopefully we can get some more positivity in here. Okay, so for a lot of you, despite the fact that you've had, okay, yeah, this all actually makes sense. 6 of Pentacles. A lot of Pentacles and a lot of Cups, so like a lot of instability with money possibly, which has caused you to emotionally be sad, or been around a lot of sad people, because money has been a factor in your life for a lot of you, or if not like illness or something like that. Like mental illness in your family, or mental illness with you, or like I said, financial instability. I feel like although this could be fun, I think for a lot of you, if you found yourself taking care of other people because of this, taking care of your family, taking care of like the people around you, your relationships, stuff like that. This is a card of like giving a lot to other people and possibly not really getting a lot in return. So despite the fact that you have struggled with a lot of I don't really know how to refer to it because it could be a lot of different things, so I'm just going to say money or illness. That could fall into like depression, like I said, but like mental illnesses or something like that. But I'm just saying, for a lot of you, you have like extended your arm out to help a lot of people, despite the fact that you have never been possibly stable yourself in either realms of that. So you've given so much to other people, but never really truly given to yourself, or other people haven't really given to you. And I feel like that's why you just think that you're taking on a role of just provider or helper or something like that for a lot of you here, which has caused you to be sad and not fulfill your own wishes. Also, I'm just going to throw this out there with the Knight of Cups in reverse. Maybe this is also romantically, like in terms of you being with other people, or just taking care of, like I said, family, stuff like that. I feel like you've never truly been shown here your worth, like maybe by some people, but not by the people that matter to you here. I feel like you've been let down, most importantly, by a lot of people, especially maybe even if you did ask for help from people, you've been let down. Could have been the case that people, gosh, this is just like, I'm sorry if this is true and you've dealt with all these things, people being unfaithful to you as well. It's really heavy. I'm going to say that the lesson for you, I'm going to jump the gun, but I will clarify this as it goes on. But from just what I'm seeing so far, I feel like you are such a giver to other people, money, energy, whatever. And these people all also are very unstable, so you've just had a lot of instability around you. I feel like the lesson is to try to not let material goods, possibly for a lot of you, or like labels of how you are mentally, or I don't know, just stuff, or like something physically, like some sort of physical illness, things that can seem like they're a really big boundary, to not let that stand in the way of you making yourself happy and achieving your goals. I feel like you've been also be possibly told a lot of times throughout your life that you won't be capable of doing something. I don't know if that's true. Maybe some people told you that you're not good enough because of something about you here, which has caused you to be very sad and pessimistic, most importantly, feeling like you just never had optimism in your life. I feel like, okay, adding on to what I said, to clarify what I feel like your most important lesson to learn in your life in order to achieve like true happiness and fulfillment in your life, and to have done what you were set out to do in this lifetime. I feel like a really important thing, 10 of Wands in reverse, is to release this burden that other people have on you, and to release this. I just get a really overwhelming energy, like it seems like it's too much, like when you're dealing with this yourself, and then if you're dealing with this externally and dealing with other people, like it's just too much. It's too much of a burden, and that makes me very sad here. So I am sorry that you're going through this, but most importantly, I feel like it's to release this other people's burdens, other people telling you, one, you're not good enough. If that weighs heavy on you, release that. Don't let what other people think, like, I know it's a cliche, but don't let what other people think like really stop you and get in your way here and block your path. I feel like once you lighten this mental load and let go of some of these negative things that you've been around in your lifetime, then you'll achieve this happiness, whether this be through money. This is a money card, so maybe then you'll come into some money. But most importantly, you'll heal your own life with your own family. For some of you, if this was a problem, like you have problems with your family, if you try to lighten this load, I know it sounds kind of vague, but it might be just whatever it is to you. Whatever this means to you. Like if this was something from your family, or this is something in your own personal life or relationships, I feel like it's all in money, it's all across the board. So whatever you relate to, whether it be one thing or multiple things, through positive like affirmations, I feel like you'll be able to like let go of what these, tell yourself it's not true what these people have said, or tell yourself it's not your responsibility to handle other people's lives. I feel like that's is your most important, if not one of them, but just in my opinion, your most important lesson is to tell yourself positive things in order to provide a better life for yourself. I feel like a lot of you, I'm getting that this might have been for some of you, like something when you were growing up, how your family treated you, or how other people and like teachers or something like that. I feel like this really stems from this is a card of Six of Cups. You can see they're like kids, and it's a nostalgic card, like looking back on the past and past memories. I feel like for a lot of you, this stems from when you were young. For some of you, you've held on to this for all this time, all this negative talk. You've still told yourself what like you heard as a kid, or even as you've heard your whole life. But I'm just saying, it's time for you to walk away from these memories. This is a card of walking away. You need to release yourself from, I know like you make up excuses for why you still feel that way, but in order for you to achieve this happiness, this 10 of Pentacles, this very, very positive card, this happiness, this fulfillment, this like wealth, this abundance, this family card, healing from your past, I feel like you need to walk away from these negative memories that you have. Release them. Tell yourself that that doesn't define you. Tell yourself that possibly for some of you that dealt with illness or like poverty, that doesn't define you. Hope that this is making sense. Yeah, the Sun card. Once you walk away, right after I pull like the Eight of Cups, walking away from something, letting go of something, separating yourself from these past memories, then you get happiness back into your life. And it's funny because then I got the 10, before I got the 10 of Wands, like releasing and letting go of overwhelming energy, or also past things, lightening this load, then I get the 10 of Pentacles. It's very clear to me that you need to let go of these past memories, whether this be romantic or, like I said, could be romantic because I got the Knight of Cups in reverse, shows me that someone was emotionally unavailable, didn't treat you right. Whether it be romantic, like I said, it could really, I'm getting like all over the place. So it could be in any of the things that I mentioned, just whatever negative memories that you're telling yourself you're defined by. I feel like once you let those go, once you separate yourselves and tell you, I'm not defined by my past actions, one, I'm not defined by other people's past actions, I don't need to hold on to this anymore, then you'll achieve true happiness here, which is very, very great. That confirms to me that it's really about letting go of negative. That's your lesson in this lifetime, is to let go of negative past stuff. Feel like I said, you'll get some happiness back into your life once you make this decision, but I feel like a part of you will still want to, feel like it's something you're going to be struggling with for a long time, is fully letting go. You could find yourself still going back, once you can't just decide, okay, I'm done with these past, like even traumas or something like that, to where I'm done thinking about it. I don't want to think about it anymore. It's not like it just goes away like that. You may find yourself frustrated because it's still coming up, which makes sense, but just keep doing it over time, and I feel like then it'll really truly set in at some point. This is, like I said, something you have to learn over a lifetime, so it doesn't happen very quickly, but another card of letting go of betrayals. It's going to take some time, but I feel like that's really like let go. That's the theme of this, is to let go. Whatever that means to you, I'm not going to try to explain it to you anymore. I feel like if you've made it this far in this reading, you probably know what I'm talking about. Let go of it. It does not serve you anything at this point. It does not bring you anything but pain from what I can see. I like split all my decks up, so they're super tiny right now. If you need to hear you're very close to achieving your goal. Your goal could be to be happy or wealth. Like I said, I feel like if money is an issue for you, you're very close to achieving what you want. Could also mean like mending your relationship with your partner, or getting some closure, or also mending issues with your family. A new start is coming. Absolutely. Once you let go of this, then you'll get a new start, which brings you a million times more happiness than in the past. Oh, whoops. Never gotten this one. If you need, wow, I've never gotten this card before. You and your loved ones are safe. So going back to what I said at the beginning of this reading, you worrying, I should have said worrying. When I was talking about how I feel like you are taking care of other people when, one, you aren't really stable yourself, but you see a lot of people being sad and you're always trying to help them. I said that at the beginning of this reading. Remind yourself that they're safe. If you need to hear that they're safe and that they'll be okay and that you don't need to put 100% of your energy into your loved ones, that's what you need to hear. Wow, that I've never gotten that card before. It says new moon in Cancer, so for those of you, if you're Cancer especially, that may be something you need to hear, but I'm just saying, like, wow. That's... okay, so I got this card in reverse. It says a time to give rather than take. In reverse, obviously that means, like, not take from other people, but stop giving. That's funny that that was in reverse. That really relates to this reading. So, I know it's maybe hard. It's a hard, like, pill to swallow here, to where if you feel like you're constantly taking care of other people and it's your responsibility to take care of other people, maybe it's time to give to yourself instead of, like, giving to other people, obviously. Believe in the impossible. Absolutely. I feel like for a lot of you, especially if this is, like, relating to you with money, if you feel like you'll never come into money, if you'll never be able to escape this, like, instability in terms of, like, finances or, like I said, poverty, believe in the impossible if you need to hear that. Nothing, no label, no nothing is, like, I know from a, like, social standpoint, it feels like that sometimes, but you're capable of anything. Like, don't let anyone ever tell you that you're not capable. It's absolutely not true. The answers you need are coming. Totally agree with that. Sorry, I should, like, show you guys more. So these cards are especially beautiful, but the answers you need are coming if you need to hear that. Maybe answers in terms of how to, like, get some closure, like I said, if that's an element in your life, or it could be answers to, like, getting a new job or getting a new financial opportunity. If you're looking for some sort of answer, you probably know more than I do. The end of a tough cycle approaches. This cannot be more true to my reading, which is just great to hear. A tough cycle of pain and suffering and sadness. I know it's been, like, this is a very positive. I'm really glad that this is, like, ended with a very, not ended, but, like, as I got more through the cards, I see some pain from the past, but you're letting go of it. So I know this was tough for a lot of you. This has been a very tough life, but it's ending and you'll start to experience some more happiness here. Once you, like I said, learn this lesson, take time to breathe out. That could even be you giving to yourself, like, if someone calls you, like, I need you right now, I need you to give me money, I need you to support me, or whatever it is that someone, you know, if, like I said, I know it's really hard to realize this, and trust me, like, I feel like everyone at some point struggles with this at some point in their life. If you want to just take time to yourself, do so. Like, if you need to hear this, like I said, you and your loved ones are safe. If you need to take some time to focus on yourself, then that's probably the most, like, that's what the lesson is. Take some time to yourself. Focus on yourself. Stop carrying everyone else's stuff. Luck is on your side. I feel like, yeah, totally, with the Sun card, definitely some luck coming into your life after you acknowledge this. Surrender to the divine. Surrender to the divine. Okay. So I feel like pulling. Hold your vision. If you have a vision of how you want your life to go, like I said with the Ten of Pentacles, with the Sun card, if you have a vision but have been telling yourself that you're not good enough, or your circumstances or whatever make you not good enough, it's just not true. Keep holding your vision. You are capable if you need to hear that. Let's look at some advice. It's so tiny. I just pulled, obviously, like, I'm using the same deck for every pile, but I split it on how I feel like I should split it for the readings, but they're like super small. What you're doing is not sustainable. It's the advice for you. What you're doing, taking care of other people, giving to other people when you don't even like have enough for yourself, it's not sustainable. If you need to hear that, it's not sustainable. It's just not. In order to achieve harmony with you, like I said, for those of you that were relating to like problems with like a past partner or like your family, you guys will live in harmony at some point. I just feel like you need to focus on yourself in order to get to that point. Maybe that will be a wake-up call for the people in your life, that you're not just here to take care of them, and they'll start to appreciate you more. Clear your energy. However you want to clear your energy, that is also a way to lighten this load that I'm talking about, because I know it's hard to hear like, well, just let go. And it's like, how do I let go? One method to let go is to clear your energy, however that is to you. Lots of different ways, like grounding yourself. If you're into crystals. If you're into like sage. There's a lot of different like ways to clear your energy. You have the drive within yourself. Maybe you think you don't, because I see this element of pessimism in your life. You do have the drive, like, to achieve what you want here, if you need to hear that. I don't feel like you do enough self-reflection. You're so focused on other people, you know? Let's see if I want to pull one more card. Another card of you being out of line energetically. If that like means something to you, if you're like, yeah, I am out of line energetically, I do feel my energy being, even just as just a balance, like here's how much you give to yourself, it's to the floor, and here's how much you give to other people, it's to the sky, you know? You're not trying to meet in the middle here. Oh, I'll just pull from this. And finally, some last words of advice. I feel like this was much longer. Just had a lot more to, I had a lot to say for all the piles, but this one is just like, wow. Prosperity and abundance. Like I said, you'll be abundant. Just need to like start focusing on yourself, and I feel like you'll get that positive change that you want in that area of your life that I'm talking about that resonated the most with you, or multiple areas of your life. Earth magic. So this could, that's what I was talking about. She has in this picture her like burning sage and her with crystals. Clearing her energy. That's funny that this card came out and this picture is exactly what I was talking about. I feel like that's for some of you something that you really need to do here. As well as if you have like earth signs in your life that you want to reconnect with, I feel like this will be, I don't know if that means something to you. Earth meaning Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I feel like these earth signs are the ones that could possibly bring you at least some like clarity if you want it, but more importantly, I'm getting that it's just really grounding yourself, grounding your energy. Strength and resilience. You have shown so much strength in this lifetime. You've shown how resilient you are. And I feel like it's built up something in you to where you constantly are going to be going forward with this kind of mindset, to where you're like, well, you know, I've fought through so much, I'm just going to keep fighting. Maybe, you know, try to get a new perspective and tell yourself, I don't want to fight anymore. I want to provide abundance in my life to where I don't have to stress about stuff anymore. Okay. So during this time, I feel like I've never gotten this card. I use this deck all the time. It's her crying, and it says tears of joy and sadness. I feel like obviously when you're doing some self-reflection and looking back on these past memories and trying to release them, you're going to have a lot of tears of sadness, and then when you finally release them and you feel free, you're going to have tears of joy. I feel like it's inevitable. Like I said, it's not an easy process, so. Ground and center. This is coming up over and over again. I feel like that's really something you need to hear. Love this like illustration on this, but meditation and dig deep. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to do. Maybe that's another form, like I said, of getting some happiness and letting go is meditation. Whatever you like to do. I'm not going to tell you how to ground yourself. I feel like that's a very personal thing, but so that's that for your reading. That let me know if that like is true or not, or if you feel like you have learned that lesson or you haven't learned that lesson. That's just what I'm getting. Hope that made sense to a lot of you. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this reading, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment, all that. That lets me know that I should do more pick a card readings, because I usually don't. I've done one previous one on this channel, but this one specifically is going to be a timeless reading. That's what I want, because it's like over a lifetime, obviously. As well as if you'd like a personal reading from me and you want to like learn more about this, if you really liked it, you can reach out to me. We could talk about that over email. My email is in the description box of this video. You can also tip me for this reading if you would like to do so, but definitely not necessary. Thank you so much for your support, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose this like beautiful little crystal here, then you're in the right spot. Let's see what I feel like your most important lesson in this lifetime is, and I'll try to tell you whether I feel like you have done it or not, or what signs I feel like show you that you've achieved it or not, and kind of what you were meant to do when you were brought into this lifetime, what you were meant to accomplish. So right off the bat, got the 6 of Wands and the Magician, which both show me that you have so much skill. I don't know if you've tapped into this or not. Already at a much more positive start than the other 2 piles that I've done. So I feel like you, have already, since these are the first cards that I pulled, you probably already know that you have a lot of like skill, or that you are making progress in whatever it is you're doing. Don't deny it. I feel like you've done this the right way. I'm curious to see. Let's get into this reading, because already it's like they've already learned it, they're fine. But obviously that's probably not the case. But you guys are just very powerful people. This pile number 3, you guys are very powerful. Like I said, don't deny it. Don't try to be humble. You guys are very powerful. So Temperance shows me that this is something that you have been working towards for a very long time. I feel like you're doing it in the right way as well. You have patience with it. I'll get more into specifics here, but maybe you know what I'm talking about. This could be in a lot of different aspects of your life, but maybe in terms of like something you just like to do is what I like to think about. Doesn't have to necessarily be a job, but something that makes you feel accomplished. That's a very personal thing. So whatever it is to you, like this could be something in terms of playing an instrument, or something like painting, or even your job. Like if it's a more, okay, so yeah. Okay, now I understand. When I say you've been working at this for a very long time, you have a lot of skill, you're very clearly good at what you do. I feel like you know that you're good at what you do for some of you. Four of Swords. You guys do not take any time off. Extremely hardworking. But you guys do not take any time off. You guys do not get enough rest. For some of you, this could even mean like taking care of your family. You're like a very good mom. You're a very good dad. You are a very good parent. You're a very good child. Like, not child. I feel like most of you are adults, but I mean just like child to your parents or whatever your situation is. Could mean you're a very good husband, wife, like whatever it is. When I said you're very good at this, like whatever came into your mind, that's what I feel like. But you do, regardless, I feel like you do not get your rest. You work yourself to the bone. Very different from my past two readings, so I like to see it. Well, none of these cards want to come out. Nine of Swords, you guys. You stress yourself out so much. You stress yourself out so much. You have so much anxiety. I feel like you know, like I said from the beginning, I feel like you know deep down that you are good at what you do, but maybe you stress yourself out over day-to-day like occurrences. Stress yourself out over day-to-day occurrences. Like small little things you stress yourself out over. These are both you getting no sleep. So let's see. I don't want to say your most important lesson is to sleep, but I feel like it's bigger than that. I feel like it's more so to relax, to stop and appreciate more of the small things. I know that's so cliche, but like maybe it's really to not get caught up so much in what it is that you're doing, to appreciate more, Ace of Cups, to appreciate more of like, is it just me? I can't really see. My camera's kind of far away, so I don't really know if it's like not focusing. I hope that it's focused. You know, I'm gonna stop it and make sure. It was fine. As you can probably tell from when you're watching the video, it's fine, it's in focus. And I just thought to myself, I was like, there's me stressing over nothing and thinking that my camera is unfocused. It sounds stupid, but really, like, I have been going for the past two piles, and I haven't thought once that my camera was out of focus. I just think that's kind of funny. And as I'm talking about you stressing about things that don't really matter that much, stressing over little things, I stress over something that isn't even true. So definitely, I feel like you guys are stressing yourself out over stuff that, like, small stuff. You're stressing over small stuff. And therefore, maybe that's getting in the way of your emotional relationships, whether this be romantic or with your family or kids or whatever. Maybe you tend to hold on more to the negative and like the things you do wrong when you're clearly so capable, clearly do great at whatever it is that you're doing. You're very talented. The Magician came out. So that shows me that like you're very, very smart. Have a lot going for you. But maybe that gets in the way. This could mean a lot of things. Maybe you don't have enough fun. Maybe you don't see your family enough if this is like a work thing. But if it's not a work thing, I feel like you stressed out when you don't give yourself enough rest and you're just going. Two of Coins in reverse. As you can see from the picture, he is like juggling things, and since it's in reverse, you are not being able to handle all that's on your plate. And I feel like what you sacrifice in the end is your sleep or your rest or feeling like you're getting time to yourself. That's what you're sacrificing here, because you stress yourself out. And maybe, like, how do I put this? Like, I don't know if this makes sense to you, but you are so focused on like the bad parts of your day or the things that you feel like you didn't. This is a perfectionist thing. That's a term that I want to say. Perfectionist. You're focusing on your failures instead of all these awesome things that you're doing. Your great relationship with your kids, your great relationship with your partner, your great relationship with your family. Like, you tend to focus on these negative parts or the things. I don't even think it's negative. I don't even think you do anything really bad. It's just you focus on small things. So then you're not able to multitask, or you are multitasking. I didn't mean it like that. You're not able to like successfully juggle all these different parts of your life, and especially you're not able to really like fully love. I take that back. Sorry, that's not what I mean be loved. Like, you're not able to fully immerse yourself in these emotional relationships by being there every day and like having them listen to you. Maybe you just don't. You know what? Sorry. I take all that back. Not all of it. Just like the past sentence of me making no sense, because I was trying to find the right words. You aren't opening up about these little things. This is a card of like expressing what's on your mind. So what I'm going to say is, you're stressing out over these little things that if you were to bring this up to someone in your life, you think like, oh, it's so small, it doesn't matter. But these small things build up and you don't let them go with death in reverse. These small little things like I'm talking about build up and you don't let them go. And then you feel like have too many negative thoughts, or you can't juggle like balance out more so, like balance out the positives and the negatives to have like a more coherent view or unbiased view of your life and what it is that you do. So like, you're not opening up about this because you think that they're small and stupid. They probably are small and not stupid, but like small to you. If you just open up, just talk about it to other people, let more people in. Most importantly, I feel like you won't get the reaction that you think, where people are like, oh, that doesn't, that's stupid, because it's not. Clearly it's weighing on you. So just talk to more people, open up to more people. Don't obsess over these little things. Yeah, I feel like you're not thinking rationally sometimes. This could even relate to like relationships. I know I get this way with relationships. It's pretty common. Like, you can like, someone does a little tiny thing and you find yourself thinking about it forever. Let go of these things. Just talk to that person and be like, when you said this, did you mean it that way? I don't know if you're the type. You probably aren't, from what I'm seeing. You're not the type. You keep these things to yourself. Maybe your lesson, this could relate to all different aspects of your life. This could relate to, like I said, personal relationships, work, stuff like that. So if you hold on to small things and you don't really express or ask questions or try to relieve yourself of these little things that weigh on you heavily, by talking to people that you're close to, then you'll find it all too overwhelming and you're not thinking rationally, and you'll like think, oh, I'm a huge failure, when that's just not the case. I hope that this is making sense, but it's just not the case here. Yeah, you have some deep fears of like really opening up here with the moon in reverse. This is very deep, deep fears. You don't like to like burden other people with your little small things that you feel are stupid, but they're not stupid because they're affecting you. Sorry if I'm talking fast. I tend to do this. People always comment and say I talk too fast, but I have a lot to say. Sometimes I literally feel like I'm just like truly just, what's the term, like stream of consciousness or whatever, to where I'm just like, I don't even think, I'm just talking, and like I'm talking through me, if that makes sense, which makes sense with like getting messages and stuff like that, to where I'm talking really fast because I just like, I'm trying to speak all these things that I'm getting before, because I don't even think I think about it. Like, it literally, that's how I feel. So anyways, I'm sorry if I'm talking fast. This is a card of conflict. So I feel like this maybe can get in the way. You know what? This could also go another way as well. Like I said, you keep things to yourself and then this like bubbles up. But the Ace of Cups could mean that like you're sometimes you could find yourself like building up on little things and then kind of blowing up because you're not properly communicating. Sorry. They're always making noise out there. Maybe you find yourself getting in like conflicts or stressful situations or even inner battles because you're not properly speaking your truth here, and you're not, even if you feel like they're stupid for some reason. You will fully feel like you have completed what you are meant to do. The World card coming in with a life lesson. Once you stop this inner conflict, once you open up, talk to more people, let more people in, I feel like, I know some of you are like, wow, that's my most important lesson. Maybe you were set out like to, like I said, this is a very, like, it can go in all overarching aspects of your life. I know it can seem small, but something like this where it's like a trait to where you keep a lot to yourself, and then you don't let people fully in on your life, that is like a very big part of your life, whether you accept it or not. I feel like you'll go into this World card moment to where you feel like you've finally done what you're meant to do here. Once you like stop this inner battle and really stop stressing yourself out or overworking yourself. That could be also something else, like I said. I feel like I kind of was bringing up two different things here. Overworking, not getting your rest, stressing yourself out most importantly. See what the advice is for you in this situation. Prosperity lies ahead. If you need to hear that, I feel like, especially once you get to this World card moment and you really learn this lesson, start to let it into your life here. But prosperity lies ahead, nonetheless. A new romantic cycle begins. For some of you, I've never gotten this card before. So maybe once you start letting people in, like romantically, whether this be with the same person or if you are single right now, like a new person, you're going to let them in and then you're going to have a new cycle, or with someone from like that you're currently with. Once you let them in on your life, then you guys will have a whole new like level of intimacy. It's time to take action. I guess that relates to your own personal situation. I feel like it is time to take action in terms of just speaking your mind and letting go of some of this thing, especially if you're holding yourself back, if you're stressing yourself out, telling yourself you're not good enough, which is not really like what I get from this reading. I feel like a lot of you know, but if you don't know, then you are good enough. It's time to take action because you have all this skill. Don't let, talk yourself out of it. I feel like you have so much like power here and skill. Emotions are running high. A lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. Step out of your comfort zone. Definitely out of your comfort zone, because I feel like for a lot of you, you don't open up. So definitely is going out of your comfort zone to open up, but I feel like it'll benefit you in the end. Be bold and make the first move. That's what you need to hear. Okay. Let's pull some more like words of advice. Hope that this made sense to you. Oh my God, this is all about just moving forward and doing what you want to do. Maybe this is just telling people what's on your mind and not holding everything in. I know, like, I personally can't relate, but I know that, like, so many people that I talk to, they're like, I just don't want to bother anyone. Like, I don't want to, what if they don't feel the same way? I just like to be in my comfortable zone. I don't want to, like, make myself uncomfortable. Definitely if it makes you severely uncomfortable, then don't do it. But I'm just saying, like, step out of your comfort zone in a good way. Speak your mind more. tell other people what's on your mind more. Like, maybe the overarching lesson most importantly, is to let people in, because then you can build stronger relationships and connections with people. Even just in terms of friendships, like, if you allow yourself, it's just psychology, honestly, more than anything, but also a spiritual level. But if you like to hear more from a psychological standpoint, being vulnerable with another person like builds your bond, just because they can sense that you're being vulnerable, and then that makes you guys closer. Sorry for the interruption there. I can't really, yeah. So let's see what other advice we have. I was just talking about like being vulnerable with another person, how that brings you closer. I feel like you will have a stronger bond with people if you let them in. That's just like psychology. I know it's hard to do, but generosity in reverse. I'm gonna take this as like giving to yourself, being generous with yourself, alleviating some of this like stress and burden in your life by talking to other people and saying what's on your mind. Spiritual practice, and yeah, I feel like you need to, whatever it is, to like, if you're into spirituality, for a lot of you, I'm sure you are by watching this video, I feel like you could find ways through like spiritual practice to help you alleviate some of the stress. Even just by meditating, you can relieve some stress here. Relaxation in reverse. Like, I'm repeating myself at this point, but relax. You know? Capacity to love in reverse. I see that a lot of you guys like are very giving and loving, so I'm not going to say that you don't love to other people. You don't love other people, like, or you don't, maybe you just don't let other people love you, or you don't let people, like, maybe you have like some walls up, like you love other people fully but you don't let other people in, but that means that they don't have like or you feel like other people won't want to love you. But I just feel like you have a lot of walls up and you don't really let people know what's on your mind here. Yeah. Some more advice. Plant the seeds in reverse. Yeah, I'm not gonna say. Plant the seeds. I feel like you need to like maybe even test the waters of trying to open up to people and see how people react. But plant the seeds for your own happiness. Connect with the earth. Maybe that's a way for you to do this, like letting go of stress. Like you might need to connect with the earth here. Affirmations, positive affirmations in order to grow. I feel like that's a really important element of this. Give love. I feel like this is coming over and over again. Like, I don't know. I feel like you need to, like, I don't want to, it's not a bad thing, because I know a lot of us have some, like, walls up and stuff like that, but maybe you need to give love, like, a shot and let people in, if you need to hear that. Gratitude and thanks. Maybe thank yourself for how far you've come. Try to tell yourself some positive things here. I feel like there's a lot of ways in which you can achieve this, getting some relaxation into your life and to stop stressing about the little things. These are just some advice for that. speak your mind. I mean, yeah. Speak your mind. I can't say it enough. That's so funny that those cards came out. Speak your mind. Tell your truth. Tell other people how you're feeling. It's not too little. It's not too dumb. So that's that for your reading. That, let me know if that like is true or not, or if you feel like you have learned that lesson or you haven't learned that lesson. That's just what I'm getting. Hope that made sense to a lot of you. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this reading, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment, all that. That lets me know that I should do more pick a card readings, because I usually don't. I've done one previous one on this channel, but this one specifically is going to be a timeless reading. That's what I want, because it's like over a lifetime, obviously. As well as, if you'd like a personal reading from me and you want to like learn more about this, if you really liked it, you can reach out to me. We can talk about that over email. My email is in the description box of this video. You can also tip me for this reading if you would like to do so, but definitely not necessary. Thank you so much for your support, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Hello, pile number 4. So let's get into this reading. If you chose this, it's kind of hard when I'm wearing like a black shirt, but this beautiful little stone right here. Let's see what I feel like your most important lesson is in this lifetime, and whether I feel like you've already learned it, or you will learn it, or what signs are to show you whether you've learned it or not. Try to give you some insight and then some advice in terms of what I see being a big problem that you need to solve in this lifetime. So right off the bat, I got the Knight of Wands and the Six of Swords. I don't want to say it's as simple as like you want to explore more of the world, but you don't for some reason. But I'll continue to look. But that's just really that this is like a card of like wanting to see other things or being adventurous and being very passionate about something. But Six of Swords is holding yourself back and being restricted from it for some reason. Maybe it's because you're too like focused in on your routine and work here with the Three of Wands. I feel like you still have optimism that you'll do the things that you want to do, see the things that you want to see. I hope this is making sense. I don't want to say it's just like a traveling thing, but maybe it is. Okay, so let me evaluate here. Knight of Wands and Six of Swords in reverse, Three of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. So lots of like passion, lots of energy. This could even be relating to, both of these things are like productive work cards. So I feel like maybe you're holding yourself back from your true passion. Let's see. Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna say it, and if it doesn't relate, it doesn't relate. But so I'm getting that there's something that you're extremely passionate about. I feel like it's not necessarily traveling. It could be traveling, but I'm getting more, this is a very creative card. So if there's something you want to do in terms of like creation, creativity, even like film or writing or art of some sort, I feel like you are optimistic in a way, and you feel like you could be good at it at the very least, or maybe you've tried to put some work in here and there. It makes you feel productive when you do it more than anything. But I feel like you're doing something that's more practical with your life. I guess the story is coming together. Just what I get. If you have something that you feel like is Four of Cups. So I pulled this card that's a very practical daily routine, something that you know is like the standard way, the standard path, is something that you're doing. But then I get that it just bores you. If you have like a day-to-day job that bores you, that doesn't exactly interest you, and you have this other passion that you don't exactly pursue here. With the Six of Swords in reverse, I feel like you don't truly think it'll work out, or you haven't really made moves towards it. Just to clarify, I'm not saying that that's not, like, maybe is the right move in terms of taking care of your family. I'm not saying to quit this practical job or anything like that. I just feel like it bores you. I feel like you know intuitively that this job or this thing that you do every day, most likely as a job, isn't exactly for you. Maybe it could even be that you're like taking care of your family, and you still want, of course, to take care of your family. Like, that's just your day-to-day life, but maybe you're so focused on your family or work that you don't exactly pursue these creative thing that you want to do, or this like hobby that you want to do. It could be playing an instrument, like something like that, to where you know intuitively, especially if this is a job that bores you, that it's not really right for you. With the High Priestess in reverse, Two of Cups. I don't want this to be a love reading, but for those of you that this is relating to in terms of love, maybe there's someone that you really know that you have so much passion for, that you wish you could get an opportunity with. That's your true love. I feel like it is your true love and it's your true passion. But steering away from this love type of reading, I want to just say that if there's something you're passionate about and you haven't really given it a shot, I feel like you and this thing are really like, it is what you're meant to do. Whether it be with you still doing your normal regular job and then pursuing this or not. I feel like what I'm getting for like a lesson is to pursue this passion of yours, because maybe the world needs to see this creative passion that you have. If you hold yourself back from it, I feel like you're really meant to pursue it. It's kind of really like a beautiful reading. I feel like you're really worried that it won't work out though with the Star card in reverse. Like I said, in terms of like you doing little things here and there and making progress in developing this skill that you have, it really is personal, so whatever it is to you. I feel like it's not like you've done nothing. I feel like you have worked on it in the past, but in like a broader sense, I don't feel like you think that it would really pan out for you for whatever reason, that you wouldn't achieve success in it. But I'm just here to tell you that I feel like this is really what you're meant to do. It's your true passion in life. If this is making sense to you. So I feel like it's really something you should pursue here, and I feel like you're meant to give the world this artistic passion, or this passion in general. You feel like you're stuck though, in the situation that bores you for some reason. Maybe it is the practical move here. Maybe it is the right move in terms of money, but I feel like you should also pursue this other thing if you've given up on it, especially because I feel like, yeah, like I said, the world needs it. It's really beautiful. This is a card of being surprised. Both of these cards are being surprised. I feel like you are holding yourself back, but maybe for a lot of you would be pleasantly surprised to find out how many people actually like your work, especially if you talk yourself like down. It's getting so small. Like, I use the same deck and then I just split it amongst the 4 piles because that's just what I like to do. But then it gets to like this just like tiny little thing. It's so hard to shuffle. Okay, let your guard down. I feel like you really should pursue this thing. Like I said, it's your true passion. I feel like you would be pleasantly surprised. That just flew out. I was actually going to use another deck, but It's blessings in reverse. So I feel like you'll truly be surprised pleasantly in terms of money or praise or just blessings in general if you even just try, give it a shot. This passion that I'm talking about, I hope that this is making sense to you. It's a really personal thing. It could mean a million different things. I keep talking about something creative, but it doesn't have to be creative. It's just something that you're passionate about that maybe you haven't fully given a shot. Could be a person. Your commitment is being tested. Yeah, I feel like you really don't think that it would work out. Maybe you're meant to go through this to see that, like, you are committed to this passion. You would be committed, and it's something that's kind of like a test for you in this life. Look at the bigger picture. It's important to look at the bigger picture and see that step outside of yourself, even if you're telling yourself you're not good enough for this thing. Maybe it's time that you take a step back and say, okay, maybe the world, maybe no one else is doing what I'm gonna do in this specific way, and it's important for people to see it. Try to think about, meditate, and contemplate if this is really like the best move for you. I'm just saying that I feel like it is. If this is something that has been a passion for you for a long time, I feel like it's worth it to just try it. Doesn't mean you have to like put all your eggs into that basket, but I'm just saying, like, maybe it is like just to try it. You never know until you really give it a shot here. Nothing is set in stone. So if you feel like, I feel like there's just this element of you being like, well, my life's already over. I've already tried. I'm like doing this other job for now, and I'm stuck here at this position or whatever. Like, it's important for you to know that nothing is set in stone. Don't let your past hold you back, especially if this is something that you tried and you didn't exactly get the achievements that you wanted here. Don't let that mean that you'll never do well in it again. A fiery climax approaches. Never gotten this card. It's an interesting like phrasing, but most importantly, I just feel like it's important for you to, like, you've been going up to figure out, like, I feel like you're meant to go through this. You've been going through a process to where you're finally gonna get what you want and do the thing that you want to do. This is specific to you, so I'm being vague on purpose, but in order to really get what you want here, which I feel like you will. Let's pull some more advice real quick. Priorities. I feel like you've been focused on like the important things in life, and that's maybe why you put this to like the side. Could be taking care of your family, whatever. But I feel like it's really important for you to nurture yourself and maybe make this a priority. Like, I feel like your priorities maybe are priorities for a reason. You have what you need to do, what you need to do day to day, but maybe try to make this a priority so that you make more time for it. Just some advice here. Maybe you tried this when you were really young. I feel like for a lot of you feel like it's too late, and it's definitely not. Inner knowing. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about for a lot of you here. I feel like you know, and you have known that this is something that you really want to try. But you just haven't done it. I just kept getting passion over and over again. Like, you just have so much passion for this person or this thing. I'm going to refer to it as a thing. But if it's a person, that also could apply here. Personal transformation. You need to go through I feel like you will have like I said, this moment, this rite of passage that you're meant to go through to where you understand, and I feel like you're meant to go through this like period of doubting yourself in order to transform and give the world this thing that you need to give. That's how I am going to phrase it, because I like to phrase it that way. I think that that's a really nice way to like say it, but a lot about meditating and contemplating. Meditation for peace and serenity. Maybe this will be it'll be very stressful if you're adding this other aspect into your life that I said, where you can make it a priority and make time for it, but that may stress you out, make you feel burned out. So maybe just make sure that you're meditating for peace here. make a move. By all means, I feel like that's really important to make a move here. Just try it, you know? I see a lot of success for like a lot of you, so I'm just saying. Take this as it like resonates with you. Could be very like broad, can mean a lot of different things. I'm getting more just like a passion that you have. Joy and delight. I feel like you will be so happy, even if it's like you don't immediately reap the benefits here. I feel like you'll just be so happy that you're pursuing the things that you're passionate about. She's even wearing like a red dress here. That's just really fire, passionate, something you're just really happy about. She's giving into her passions, and she's very happy. Even if like you're not getting a totally, you know, worldwide praise or something, it still is going to make you happy to do what you want. But this says go with the flow. I feel like that's really important too. Like, don't just drop everything and try to pursue it. Like, you know, test the waters, just try to make time for it, and then just see if it like is working or not, you know? Go with the flow, try to like keep your normal peace. I'm not saying to drop everything and do this right now. Obviously, this is like a life lesson thing, so it's going to take some time. This is something you've been working at for your whole life. Another card of meditation. It's really important. Wow, this is a really cool card, actually. I've never gotten this card before. Meditation for creativity. He's literally painting in this, so meditate for creativity. Like, if you feel like you have some sort of block, this is something creative, meditate for, I really like that. Wow, what an awesome card to get in this reading. Listening to wisdom. Listen to other people's advice. If there's other people that do what you want to do, maybe listen to them, take their advice. But overall, like, I'm just so happy with this card. Really validates that I'm on the right track with this. So I hope that this like meant something to you in terms of something creative or a passion that you have. So that's that for your reading. That, let me know if that like is true or not, or if you feel like you have learned that lesson or you haven't learned that lesson. That's just what I'm getting. Hope that made sense to a lot of you. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this reading, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment, all that. That lets me know that I should do more pick a card readings, because I usually don't. I've done one previous one on this channel, but this one specifically is going to be a timeless reading. That's what I want, because it's like over a lifetime, obviously. As well as, if you'd like a personal reading from me and you want to like learn more about this, if you really liked it, you can reach out to me. We can talk about that over email. My email is in the description box of this video. You can also tip me for this reading if you would like to do so, but definitely not necessary. Thank you so much for your support, and I appreciate that. Thank you.